My name is Alan Pannier, Senior Vice President of Product Strategy at SmithRx, and today we'll be talking about biosimilars. Biosimilars, they're an exciting innovation within the pharmacy space. We're at a unique opportunity at this point in time where we're seeing more and more biosimilars in the pipeline and more coming to market as patents are beginning to expire on what's historically been very expensive medications. There's a few important things to know about biosimilars, however. Oftentimes, the word is interchanged with generic, and although they're similar to generics to some extent, there are some important differences that should be noted. When you take a generic medication, it's an exact copy of the branded product, meaning you take the active ingredients, smush it together in a pill, and there you go, you have a generic of the same medication. With biosimilars, they're alternatives to biologic medications. Some common examples would be like Humira, Stelara, Cimzia, Enbrel, and others. They're actually medications that are created or grown by living cells. And so the manufacturing process is very complicated and very difficult to replicate. But one thing that's interesting is that every single batch that's made is replicated through the same manufacturing process as the previous product, but they're always slightly different. And so you could actually make the claim that even if using Humira as an example, even the different batches of Humira are slightly different than themselves, which is an important distinction as we think about biosimilars and what they bring in terms of innovation and cost savings. So when you take a biosimilar and you're a biosimilar manufacturer, the data that you submit to the FDA to get approved is showing that your processes are similar and that biosimilar product that you're creating is meaningfully equivalent to that of the innovator product or the branded product that exists. One thing that's important though is similar to generic products, what we're finding with biosimilars is that as they're coming to market and there's more and more competition for them, this brings pricing pressure that lowers the cost of medications. When biosimilars first came to market for Humira in 2023, there were 12 products that were available. And many of those manufacturers, because this was kind of the first time that we had a biosimilar in the pharmacy benefits space of this magnitude, took different pricing strategies and approaches. Some of them priced their product very similar, but maybe a slight discount to the innovator product of Humira. There was also a product that became to market called Yusimry, and the manufacturer took the approach of lowering the price to really what they could buy the drug for and still make a meaningful profit, and kind of blowing out the traditional pricing strategies. And so they came with a list price that, in comparison to that $30,000 to $50,000, was roughly $7,000 a year. This provides dramatic savings immediately to plan sponsors and to patients, given the low list price of the product. What we found as we went to market with the strategy that really emphasized preferencing the lowest cost product that was the safest out there is that providers and patients were very open to adopting these lower cost medications and moving away from the branded products. And so what we saw is that over a short course of time, we had over 90% of our volume transitioned from the high cost branded medication to the lower cost biosimilar product. We're very excited about the pipeline that exists for biosimilar products. As we look ahead into the next even 2 to 3 years, we're seeing many medications that will go off of patent and that there'll be savings opportunities available for plan sponsors. And given the track record and what we've seen with Humira and the benefits that we've seen for our plan sponsors, we look to take advantage of these opportunities while still providing the same level of care that exists today for the patients and the medications that they're using today.